Hi again. Let's continue with our weather thing here. And, you know, in the last video, we made this this new class here, and we've got the delegate set up with the protocol. So in the next steps, what I want to do is I want to go out in the internet and actually get the weather data. So the first thing I want to do, though, is I want to use a couple helper classes. So what I need to do is I need to download those and add them to my library here. So here I have them open here, and what I did is I just searched with Google for SwiftHTTP. And there's a couple other helper classes. I'm going to use these for this example, and I really like this guy's work right here. So I'm going to go to his GitHub site, and there's a few files in here. Essentially, the files that we need are HTTP task, right, and then response serializer. But I'm just going to download them all. I'm going to get all 4 of these, right? And, you can click download zip right there. And then the other files that I want are, it's called SwiftyJSON, okay? So, so I'll Google SwiftyJSON, and this is another really great Swift helper here. And here's all the files here, and really there's just one file in here that we need. I think it's this one. No, actually, it's in one of the folders here. Let me download this, and we'll get it out of the folder, right? So I'll click download zip, and then now I have those 2 files here, right? They're in my folders here, right? And first of all, for the HTTP task, right? The files that I want are HTTP request, response, task, and upload. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll open up my Xcode project, and then I'll select the 4 files here and drag them into the project. Okay, so I'm dragging them into the main part of my project here. Okay, and Xcode's going to ask me, it's going to say, hey, do you want to copy those files if needed? And I'm going to say, yeah, let's copy those. And then we should also make sure that it says add to target, and we have the check mark here, okay? So that means when we build our project, those will also be included. So I'll say finish, and there's my files there. I can see them. And then I'll go to the SwifttyJSON here, and the file I want is in source here, and it says swiftyjson.swift. Okay, so I'll drag this guy into my project again, just like I did the other ones. And then I'll make sure it says copy if needed and add to targets. And then I'll click OK. So there's my files there. And while I'm looking at this, I might as well organize these guys, right? So maybe these are all my network helpers. So I'll select them all here in the project outline view, right? And I'll hold the control key and click on it, and I'll get this menu, right? And I'm gonna choose new group from selection. Okay, and so it'll make a new folder here, and it'll add all these guys to that folder. And why don't we call these guys network helpers? Right, and then we can close that folder up to clean up our work there. Okay, so that'll get you started there. And then we'll make use of those guys here in the Open Weather Map class. Okay, I'll just save that for another video so these videos don't get too long.